Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? It's Life with Brenda Karen. So, said I was back and I was gonna do some more videos, but since I got this used truck with lease, it's been difficult. Pay has been nice, but honestly, as soon as I got my truck, my fleet manager went on vacation, so there was people covering for him. I got a load. I got my truck. It had all kinds of problems. Okay. I was 14th on the list. I've already been out of work for 3 weeks at that point in time because of the guy I was with. His truck broke down. Money has been really low. So sorry, kind of laid up in a hotel right now. So anyways, I was out of work for 3 weeks. Truck had multiple problems. I got the truck on a Friday on the 11th. I actually wasn't able to get rolling until Monday because I had to go into the tractor shop, had to go to the tire shop, get new tires, had to go get a new windshield in, had to go to the detail shop, get mattresses put in it because I didn't have any mattresses. Had to get other things that the truck needs, had to go to the company store, buy all that stuff, had to go to Outbound, get the load locks, the anti-gel, all that stuff. So, I mean, it was Monday before I could get a load out. I called Monday morning. They weren't able to get me a load until Monday evening. So Monday evening, I was able to head out. That's when I got the load locks, all that stuff. That load, I went from Springfield Terminal, where somebody had dropped the load off, and I took it the rest of the way to Enid, Oklahoma. Okay, it was a 279-mile drive. It was due first thing morning, Tuesday morning. So I actually left out Tuesday morning, just because it was only 279 miles, so just under, about 4.5 hours or so drive. So it was 279 miles, and it paid me, after expenses, paid me $1,500 to my bank account, $1,500 to the business bank account. So that was awesome. That was great. I was like, cool, we rolling now, we're going good, everything's going good and better. Now, $1,500 when you've been out of work for 3 weeks, no income, that hurts. $1,500 don't mean shit when you've been out of work for 3 weeks. So, but the load wise, I mean, $279 and made $1,500, including filling up, the load locks, company store, all those expenses came out. They didn't, remember, first week of lease, they don't charge you a payment. Now unfortunately, I wasn't actually able to run the whole week, so I didn't really make a ton of money, but I still had the company store and the outbound bay and fuel and all that, those expenses, and it was still $1,500 that I made. So that was nice. But so then I get another load. Sorry, my wife came in. Anyways, my fleet manager had asked me, hey, I got this really good load. We got some bad storms heading east. He's like, this load's gonna pay close to $3 a mile. He's like, I need you to run about 1,700 miles to Washington State from Oklahoma. But I need you to run down to Elk City to pick up your load at 35-mile-an-hour gust, empty. So that was sketchy. It was like 20-mile-an-hour winds, constants with like 30-mile-an-hour gust, and I'm empty, by the way. So that was sketchy as hell. So we waited until nighttime to drive down there. We get down there, and both washout stations are closed. So I called dispatch. I'm like, hey, washouts are closed. I can't pick up the load because I can't get the trailer washed out. And it says on the instructions trailer washout receipt required at check-in. So they reschedule it for in the morning. We sleep for the night, wake up first thing in the morning. As soon as the trailer washout opens, I'm there. We go get it washed out. We head over, we pick it up. I hit the road. It was nothing but bad weather all the way through. High winds. We get to New Mexico. We had to shut down in Santa Rosa because of the high winds. It was, I think, 40 or 50 mile an hour gusts with, I think it was right at 50 mile an hour gusts with like 30 mile an hour constants. So, and I was heavy. I was at like 40,000, 41,000, 42,000 pounds. So I was pretty close to about 76, 77,000 or so. I mean, I was pretty heavy. I wasn't 80,000, but I was pretty, at that wind speeds, you should be at least 40,000 in your trailer, minimum. And it was still just getting really pushing me around. And so I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm not going to risk it. Right now, I really can't afford to risk anything. So I told him I was shutting down in Santa Rosa. And then we took off in the morning. Well, the winter storm hit us. So, I mean, it was snowing, heavy traffic, rigs spinning out on the highway. We get all the way down to Albuquerque. And make a summary long short, we get to Washington. Okay. I finish my drive. We get to Washington. I say we because I got my wife and my dog with me. We get to Washington State. And everything's delivered. Everything's good. No issues. Oh, we got another nasty storm coming in. Nasty. Okay. Luckily, it skips most of it. Luckily, weatherman's wrong, like he always is most of the time. And I say he, but meteorologists in general, they just read off a computer. So, I get it. But, anyways, we get the trailer done. And they're like, this person covering my fleet manager, because he went on vacation, is like, hey, can you run a 2,400 mile drive? I think it's closer to like 20, high 22, 23 maybe. But let's just say 2,300 miles to Louisville, Kentucky. So I'm like, I don't see that being possible. We got this nasty storm coming in. I'm not going to be able to finish this load before the end of the week. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm not a team driver. Why am I driving 1,700 miles and 2,300 miles? I'm a solo driver. I got to get more than one load a week. I was like, well, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying not to. He's like, we really need to get this load taken care of. Apparently, sales has got more loads than they got drivers. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm a new driver, so I don't want to start off bad by already declining loads. So I take it. Man, I've had nothing but issues on this whole load. Nothing but issues. So I only got one load on last week. So my first settlement was negative. I'm negative settlement. I didn't get paid shit. Because one load, I still had a bunch of expenses come out. I still had fuel on the west side, mountain miles per gallon on the west side. My truck's been only getting 6 or 7 miles a gallon anyways. I think in Nebraska, on flat land, the best fuel mileage I was able to get was 7.2. 7.2. I can stay at 50 miles an hour. I try to stay between 55, 60, no matter what I do. This piece of junk, great value edition, international, will only get 7.2 is the highest I can get. I put them up post on Prime, and everybody's like, oh, I'm averaging 8, 9 miles per gallon. Well, that's fantastic, because this piece of junk, this Dollar General brand motherfucker, won't even get more than 7.2 gallons. So I'm getting like 800, 900 miles to a tank. And Like, talk about killing my revenue. So I've had a check engine light come on, sent road assist a message. They just, oh, this looks like a cold start sensor, should go away. 4 days later, still did not go away. I messaged them again saying, hey, this truck is getting terrible fuel mileage. I keep getting messages saying water and fuel. Check engine lights on. Been on for 4 days since I told you about it. All I got told was call the international rep. I don't know. So I'm like, okay, well, here's another issue I got with the truck. Whenever I'm backing, it won't back up smooth. It jerks. It lunges backwards. I mean, it's crazy on backing with this international. And I said, don't tell me I don't know how to drive, because in a Freightliner, I could roll as smooth, as fast, or as slow as I wanted to. But this international, it's jerking. It's like, it's crazy. Like, honestly scares me that I'm gonna run into another truck on accident, because I can't control how fast this fucking thing goes. It's crazy. And he was like, I don't know, call the international rep. We don't have much internationals in our things, in our fleet, so we don't know much about them. Are you serious? But you're providing us with them, and you're supposed to be, helping us out. Well, I get down the road a little bit longer, and I get to, I start rolling down the road, and the trailer starts having issues. I'm getting reefer temp alerts. So I immediately pull over. I'm in Wyoming. I immediately pull over. I think I'm close to like Elk Mountain. I pull over, and I call them. Well, your temperatures are still good. Everything still seems to be running fine. It's a defrost code, so you're good to go. Just keep rolling. Doesn't seem like any problem with the actual temperature of the trailer. It's still maintaining what it's supposed to, so you're good to go. So whatever. I get rolling down the roads. I've made my call. I've sent my message. So I'm covered. I did what I was supposed to do. I get down the road, and I get lit up with over 40 messages. Over 40 messages lighting me up about this fucking code on this trailer. Okay? So I get stopped again for the night. I stop in Kansas City, Missouri, for the night, because I'm out of clock. So I'm running whatever I get back on midnight every night to make this load. So I run I think it was, that night I got like 10 hours back. So I ran from Cheyenne, Wyoming, all the way to Kansas City, Missouri. And anyways, I get that done. And sorry, I got distracted on something. Anyway, so I get rolling in Kansas City, and so I send them another message, because now I can't get this thing to, I can't get the messages to stop. So like, well, did you do this? Did you do that? I'm like, well, you told me it was okay. I didn't have to do anything. So I did a pre-trip, cleared all the alarms. Now a new alarm comes on. Now I'm getting lit up with another message talking about low discharge pressure. So I call them again. You know what I get? Nothing. They just don't respond to me. So I'm messaging them like, hey, this thing's lighting me up with a new code. What do? Call them, no answer. So I'm not getting nothing. So I say, fuck it. It's negative 20 degrees outside. Well, I think in Kansas City it was 5 degrees. Sorry, I was talking about Cheyenne, Wyoming, when the first messages started happening. So anyways, in Kansas City, it's like 5 degrees. So it's still maintaining. It's like negative 12. It's set at negative 10. I'm supposed to maintain 0. So it's still good. So I just go to sleep. I'm like, whatever, this is crazy. I'm not gonna argue about this. I'll see what happens in the morning and go from there. Because Can't tell me there's nobody there in the morning. So I wake up in the morning, all the codes are gone, messages are gone, reefer's working great, temps rolling good, everything seems to be fine. I just leave it alone. I mean, I did my part and sent my messages and stuff. It's them that didn't respond to me. So then I get down the road a little bit, and I stop off in East St. Louis, Illinois, where my next fuel stop is, because fuel is pretty pricey right now. So right now, but there's a place in East St. Louis that's like $2.94, $2.97 a gallon for us prime drivers. Remember, we get a prime discount. So I stop off there to get fuel. Stop off and get tractor fuel, and go to get back in the truck to start it up so I could roll up to fill up the reefer, since it's at a half a tank, and we are starting to get to a little bit warmer climate, so it's going to start running that fuel down a little bit more. So I stop off to fill it up, and the truck won't start. Truck will not crank over whatsoever. No crank, no start. So I get in, I talk to Road Assist, talk to my dispatch, let them know what's going on. I'm stuck. It's like 5 degrees outside. It's snowing hard, sleeting. We're in a pretty bad situation with the weather. It's right when that weather was coming through Missouri and St. Louis yesterday. Yesterday was the, I don't even know anymore. The 25th, I think, or something like that. I don't even know what day today is. Anyways, whatever. It was Monday, or no, it was Friday, sorry. So whatever Friday happened, or yesterday was Thursday, sorry. Man, it's been crazy. It wouldn't start, so ended up going, there was a truck shop at the Pilot. So the Pilot, he come out there and he was like, oh, it's international. Oh, I don't know about this, it's going to go to international. But he's like, let me try and jump the starter, see if it's a bad starter. He tries to jump it. He sat out there for about 10-15 minutes messing with the truck, messing with some electrical cords, starter, stuff like that. He couldn't get it going on, said, man, we're not going to be able to help you. You're going to have to get a tow truck and take this thing to international. Yay, right? Talk about expensive bill. I'm already negative on my first settlement. All right, this is going fantastic. So, anyways, we get that going. I get on the phone with Road Assist and say, hey, they said they can't work on it, that they're not going to be able to help. This thing needs a tow truck, and that it's going to have to be towed to international. Well, they get a tow truck out there. Dispatch is trying to find somebody to take my trailer. It's due at 8 o'clock this morning on Friday. Yeah, so Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning. They can't find anybody to take the trailer. Trailer is still guarded. I'll just leave it at that, since this is a YouTube channel. It is guarded in a secured yard. So she's aggravated about that. Can't find anybody. They said they've tried over 12, she's tried over 12 trucks. Then they contacted sales. Sales tried, they said they tried a bunch of people, that they've got more loads than they've got drivers right now, that they can't find anybody. So now my load just got pushed till Monday at 6 o'clock. So now my load just got extended. So there's a high chance that I may not get more than one load on this check either. Yay me, right? This is going fantastic. Well, anyways, the tow truck driver drops the trailer in the secured drop yard, takes me over to international, my wife and my dog, and he drops us in the yard, in their fenced yard, because their road was already covered with rigs. I go in and talk to International. International's like, okay, what's going on? I mean, Road Assist already told them, but they just wanted a more, first person view of the actual situation, and I give him the keys and get all that going, and ask him how long it's going to take, and if my wife and my dog is going to have to get out of the truck whenever they're working on it. And of course, yes, I don't know if all you know, but whenever your truck's getting worked on, you can't be in the truck. I haven't been to a tractor shop across the country yet that has allowed you, besides Prime Terminals, that has allowed you to be in the truck. So, anyway, so I'm like, okay, well, is it okay if we stay in the truck overnight? You know, we're in St. Louis. I got nowhere to go. You know, I got a dog, so I can't get a taxi or an Uber or Lyft. I'm like, you know, I don't know what we're gonna do. And he was like, no. He's like, you're in the yard. You can't stay in your truck. I'm like, we ain't got nowhere to fucking go. What do you mean I can't stay in my fucking truck? I was like, first, he was like, well, you're in the yard. So I called the tow truck driver. He's already gone. He done burnt off. I call him, and Petrov, or I don't know, something in St. Louis tow truck company. I'm like, hey, you dropped me in the yard. They're not allowing us to stay in the truck, and I don't know. I need the truck moved. You dropped us in the yard. They want it dropped on the street. He's like, that's not my fucking problem. I can't. We're too busy with all this winter weather. I can't get back over there. I'm not gonna come back over there. Are you fucking shitting me, dude? You just left me fucking stranded. So much for being a tow truck driver. Like, this is shitty customer service, right? He's like, oh, it's not my fucking problem. And hung up on me. Are you fucking shitting me? So now we're left in a shit situation. I go in, I talk to International. I'm like, hey, he said he's not coming back. It's not his problem. You know, that they're not going to help. So St. Louis, right? Big cities. Gotta love them. So they're like, no, we ain't got no way to move your truck. I'm like, well, how you going to work on it? Like, really? Like, you ain't got no way to move the truck. How you going to work on it in the yard? You going to go do a starter, or you going to do electrical work in the snow outside? But they wouldn't help me either. So me and my wife, we grabbed up all our stuff, and we had to walk 45 minutes through St. Louis with all our stuff into a hotel. And so we found a hotel. It's actually a really nice hotel. It's a Marriott down here. It's about a 7-minute drive from International, about a 45-minute walk. And Damon, get over here now. Hey, get your ass over here. And anyways, so it's a nice hotel, dude. This thing is like a full suite. It's got a full kitchen in here. It's got a full couch, desk, full bedroom. You can close off the bedroom, full closet, full bathroom. I mean, this is pretty nice. I mean, it's a full suite, full 1-bedroom suite. It was like $119 a night, but shit, I gotta stay somewhere, right? And they accepted my dog, so everything was cool there. Probably the best customer service I ever had. Gave my dog a treat when we came in. We look like straight bums walking in, because we got our snow boots on. We got 2 or 3 jackets on, our gloves, bags hanging off of us. I'm looking like I am now, with a fucking beanie on. I mean, I got this hood on. I mean, we look like straight bums off the street. Like, we ain't got nowhere to go. And they were super welcoming. They were super awesome, you know, and just helped us out. Waived the dog fee because they felt bad for us. Like that they just, it was phenomenal. And so anyways, yeah, so since I've got my truck, that is everything that's been going on. Not all the problems I found with my truck. Since I've been driving it, obviously there was problems why I had to go to the tractor shop, had to go get a new windshield in, had to go get to the detail shop, get stuff added to the truck that weren't there already. But you want my personal opinion of an International? They are the Dollar General brand. They are the great value version, which means It's a truck. It might get you out there making money, but it ain't the quality of anything else. I don't give a crap what any of you say about a Peterbilt or a Freightliner. The International is great value addition, and it's there. It's a truck you can drive, but it ain't gonna. I mean, it's garbage. Everything just feels generic. The buttons. I mean, it's like you can't control some things. I hate the carrier APU. Some people like it. I hate it, especially because Prime puts a password on there where all you can control is the temp. It's on a comfort monitor, and you can't control that comfort monitor. You can control the temp, but that's all you can do. Storage spacing sucks on it. There's like nowhere to put my papers for. I mean, my new load papers and my old load papers. I just got to find places. I hate the International with a passion. At first, I never wanted an International just because I didn't know much about them. So I wanted a Freightliner or a Peterbilt, but all they had was International. And again, I've been out of work for 3 weeks, so I had to get back on the road ASAP. So I took it. They had 2 Internationals. One was complete trash. Like, honestly, they should just part with that thing and get it gone. This was the best one of the 2, and it had problems. But so far, since I've been driving, the issues that I've had with it is 2 check engine lights. Well, I say 2 check engine lights, 2 codes, no crank, no start, needs an alignment, gets terrible fuel mileage. Almost every time there's rain, snow, car wash, or hell, even getting fuel, I get a message of water and fuel. Stopped off in Cheyenne at a TA to get my fuel filters replaced. Checked in at 5 p.m., got there at 7 p.m. They said, all right, park your trailer, we'll call you when we're ready. Called me at 3 p.m. the next day. Said, oh, we're ready to get your fuel filters done. I was like, dude, I'm already in Nebraska. I done left. I'm gone. Fuel filters aren't really acting up. It's just road assist told me with the water and fuel light that keeps coming on and the bad fuel mileage to start with that and try to. But your typical concerns of a bad fuel filter aren't happening. So it wasn't a big rush, and road assist had said that it probably wasn't a big rush, but to go ahead and just start with it and see if that helps, because start with that, see if that helps. If not, then we can set up an International appointment to see why your fuel mileage is sucking so bad. And I mean, it's almost like it's got an open injector, but it doesn't seem to be black smoking like it's overfilling or anything. But I mean, this thing is just, I might as well be running a big ass Peterbilt 379, chugging fucking 80, 90 miles an hour down the highway. I mean, those are the guys getting 6 miles a gallon. I mean, dude, this is crazy. 6, 7 miles a gallon, 900 miles a tank for a fill up. That's crazy. I know. When we were in the Freightliner, my last with the co-driver, we were running 65, pinged out all the fucking time. Everywhere we went, we were 65 miles an hour, within legal reasons. I mean, if it was less than that, then we had to roll less than that. But if we could roll 65, we were rolling 65 and still averaged 7.8. Didn't matter where we were. On the worst conditions at 65, we were averaging 7.8. I can't get past 7.2 on flat land on this thing. I'm lucky if I hit 7. My average for 4,000 miles in this truck is 6.7 miles per gallon. 6.7. And I know I was just through the mountains and stuff, and I give that some regulation. I definitely understand that. Going through Utah, New Mexico, Washington State, Oregon, back through Oregon, back through Utah, through Wyoming, mountains. I get that. I get that it's going to get terrible fuel mileage. But when I'm like lower than everybody I'm talking to, and I've been in a Freightliner where I've done, 60,000 plus miles, since probably October. You know, come on, man. Like, I know for a fact I've done at least I've done over 50,000 miles. And that truck, on the worst conditions, got 7.8. No matter where we were. No matter where we were. 7.8. So this truck is getting terrible fuel mileage in my eyes. You can all tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know an international. I know everything you look up on an international is they're supposed to be the best fuel efficient truck on the road, and the Packer engine was built for fuel efficiency and noise reduction, and yeah, well, this thing sucks. So I don't know what fuel efficient you're talking about, but so far I hate international. But yeah, so now I've got to get, when I'm driving straight down the road, my steering wheel's like this, so it needs an alignment. That probably isn't helping the fuel mileage at all. It won't start. Now it's there. They don't know when they're going to get to it. So I'm laid up in a hotel. So I know I'm kind of rambling, but yeah, so all that is why I haven't really been doing any videos. Since when I said changes and I'm back. I said I was going to do more videos, and then it's just been one thing after another. It's stressed out. It's been crazy. Been just trying to roll. The money has been good. Don't get me wrong. It's just the fact of when you run a lease, you need to go ahead and understand that your first load is going to pay your fixed cost and most of your variable cost. Okay. Just expect that you're not going to make any money on your first load. That's the way I look at it. And when you only get one load per week, you're not going to make any money. But I mean, the first load that I did was 279 miles, made $1,500 after expenses. Cool. But I didn't have a truck payment that week. I just had other expenses. I think I had like close to $1,000 or so in expenses that week, between company store was like 380 something, plus then I went to the outbound bay and got load locks and chains and cables and anti-gel and fuel, and because they gave me a truck with 30 miles to E, so I had to fill up at Prime. That wasn't an option. So did all that. So it was pretty close to $1,000, I want to say, and I still made up $1,500 to my bank account. Well, then the next load paid $2.40 a gallon line haul, not including fuel surcharge and other reimbursements. So it's just, after all expenses came out, didn't make no money. If I'd have got another load or two, then shit, I'd have probably made $2,000 this week in just 1 week. This load that I'm on right now pays probably about, I think it was $4,700, I think, for 2,300 miles. So a little over $2 a mile. I think it averaged at 263, I think is what it's averaged, but I don't know, we'll see. If the load gets taken from me, I'm going to lose a little bit off the top, but hopefully I can get out running again after my 34, because I needed the 34 anyway, right? I just get a luxury one now. I get a hotel, an expensive one, but it's tax write-off, so it's all good, I guess. But hopefully they get me running so I can get another load or two in this week and still make some money. But yeah, so y'all take care. I'm just letting you know what's going on. It's been a shit week. Sorry if I'm rambling. I'm exhausted. It's been a hell of a month for me, I guess you'd say, because 3 weeks out and those 2 weeks. So month and a half, I guess, for me. Hopefully I can get on the right track and get rolling again and start making some money. But y'all let me know what's up. Let me know how y'all been doing. If you started with Prime, I know my wife is, we're in real estate. We are licensed real estate agents in Texas. But we have not quite got our license in Missouri yet. Obviously, money's been tight with us. So she is going to start driving with me so we can really make some good money on the road running team together, but they're not able to get her started till April and May. So there's a wait out time if you're looking to get started. So if you're looking to get started with Prime, one, make sure and use this code right here, CABTYL. Let them know that I referred you. And Ashleigh is the recruiter. She will get you taken care of. She's a phenomenal person. She definitely helps out. Damon, get out of the bathroom now. Sorry. Ashleigh, she'll definitely get you taken care of. But yeah, there is a wait time right now, and the wait time is partly due because they're short of trainers. I can't train yet. You have to be with Prime for 9 months before you can do TNT training. And I think you have to have driving experience of over 2 years before you can do PSD training. I've only been, so I won't technically be able to train till like July. And at that time, my wife should be with me, hopefully. But yeah, they're not able to get her started until till April or May. So if you're looking to get started, use that code, CABTYL. Let them know that Brandon Karen has referred you. If you talk with Ashleigh, she'll help you out. But you definitely need to get rolling if you want to get started. Get that application in. Go ahead and start working on your permit. Start getting all that stuff taken care of because there is a wait list right now. Somebody else has said that they had commented on one of my videos, said that they were going to start in March, that they were pushed out till March. So y'all take care. Overall things, trucking is great. You get to travel, you make good money. I'm just going through a hell of a time right now. And you got to expect that. When you get a used truck, you got to expect that you're going to get shit, you're going to get, you don't know what the last person or how they took care of it. If you order a new truck, you're going to sign a lease for 3 years, but you'll get a new truck. But that I can't say too much about new trucks. There's a couple people have ordered 2022 Peterbilts, and they've had some major issues out of them. I'm talking full engine replacements. I'm talking major issues with 2022 Peterbilts. So can't say new builds are the same anything. It's a vehicle. You can have problems. I'm just hoping that I get back on the road soon and that I can start making some good money like I did on my very first load, Enid, Oklahoma, where I made $1,500 off 279 miles. So anyways, y'all take care. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how y'all are doing. Let me know what y'all think about my wonderful situation. And we'll just keep rolling, and I will keep y'all updated as I can. Take care and peace out, y'all.